All right, so anyway, I had a problem with the router. AT&T came out, they checked everything, and they fixed the line, which was really the problem. Once they did that, actually this router's working fine now, but they did send me a new one. So we're gonna go ahead and open this bad boy up, and we're gonna connect this one and get rid of that one. We have to send this one back, and this one right here is gonna be our new router. Supposedly this is a better router, we'll find out. All right, so let's take a look at it and see what's in here. All right, so it comes with the instructions. It comes with the transformer and your power hookup for your tower. And it comes with the plug-in to the transformer, which just goes in here like that. And then your AT&T tower. Bam. So it looks exactly the same. So we're gonna go ahead and set this bad boy up. And it only takes a couple minutes. All right, so when you get your AT&T router, basically it's just this big giant tower. It's got your transformer, your plug, and then this is your plug that goes into your wall socket and then hooks into the transformer. It's pretty simple, really. I mean, it's not that much to hook it up. Now, here's my old one over here, which is really working pretty good. But what happened was AT&T came out and they had to fix the wire out on the pole. So they, for some reason, they also sent me a brand new router. And so I guess I'm going to go ahead and just put it on there because it's a new router. And basically, I mean, if you look at it, they don't look too different, do they? They look like they're the exact same thing. I mean, I don't know if I really need to change it or not, but I'm going to do it. Show you guys how to do it. Now this is the old router, so since I'm going to send this back, I'm going to go ahead and show you where the passwords and everything are on it. And as you can see, it's all lit up, it's working, but we're going to change it anyway. So when you get your new router, you're going to find your network name here, which is this one, which I'm not going to have after today. It tells the model number here. And then it gives you your Wi-Fi password here, all right? For advanced device configuration, you can go to this address. And, you know, I mean, if you're a super nerd and you're going to nerd out, there you go. That's how you nerd out. You go on the back of this. It's going to be basically the same. We don't have a phone line, so we don't have to worry about this. Broadband, we don't have that. This is all your Ethernet cables. So this is if you were going to hardwire it to other devices, maybe a router, or this goes to my computer, my Mac over here. It's got a USB port. This is interesting because the USB ports, actually, you could take an external hard drive like I have right here, and you could hook it into this USB port and share it on your network, which is cool. This is my DSL broadband, and that's where my internet comes in. It's got a reset button on it. It's also got a cable, coaxial connection, and this is the power source down here. But since we're going to go ahead and get rid of this one and put the new one on, we're just going to unplug all this stuff, and we're going to unplug the router back here. You can see the transformer for this router's right here. You know, basically it's still wound up, and it comes right up here and plugs right in there, just like that. And so once we do that, then we're going to have to reestablish our extender, our TP link extender, which we'll do too. So let's go ahead and get at it, right? So I found this very interesting. Now you can download this app right here at att.com/smart home manager. And on here, they show the configuration of the ports much differently than they actually are on here. So you can see when you get your gateway, it's not going to be like what they're telling you here. This must be an old one, or maybe it's the brand new one and they sent me an old one. But you can see that they're showing the data cable port, you know, in a different spot, and the phone line port in the different spot. So that's not very helpful for a customer when he gets this. They're going to be all discombobulated. Luckily, These are color coded in case you can't read. You'll be able to do it. But that's a little mistake on AT&T's part. You know, they sent the wrong paperwork with this tower. So I guess they need to maybe get their act together. But anyway, here is the instructions if you want to read them. Basically, you know, you got to return your old equipment, so don't forget to do that. And that's it, really. You just plug it in, and you got to wait about 15 minutes, and it will work. All right, on the very bottom of it, you see this special yellow tab. It says, during power up, 15 minutes, do not unplug power cord or green data cable. This can permanently damage the gateway and significantly delay service activation. Only use power supply or battery backup unit provided with this device. Well, this device does not have a battery backup unit. So if you want to install something like that, you should probably think about that. All right, so anyway, the first thing I'm going to do is unplug this right here. Bam. There's the plug. Set that down. Then I'm going to go here. I'm going to unplug my Ethernet. Done. Then I'm going to unplug my DSL broadband. Done. Then I'm going to go back here. Set that over there. I'm going to go back here and unplug the transformer and out of my surge protector. Right there. Bam, done. That's out of there. So anyway, there's our old one. There's our old tower, our old transformer, and our old plug. So those got to go back to T-Mobile, which we're going to use that box to send them back. So if you look back here, I've got a surge protector that I'm going to plug it into. These are some external hard drives. This is my DSL line. And I also have my Ethernet connector here, which I'm just going to set to the side. And then we're going to put our tower up. And all right, so the first thing you're going to do is you got to get your transformers out, and you're going to take these ties off. That way you can get this thing plugged in. And it's got about, I would say, 4 feet of this line. So you got some room. If you notice on this side, you've got your plug. All right, so here it is. And I'm just going to kind of pull this out because I don't need a lot of it. And then I'm going to pull this side out a little bit. Let me set that down. Pull this side out because I can plug this in, and that's really all I need in my plug in the back. All right, so to get this thing in, by the way, it's got some information here, you know, about this. But anyway, to plug it into your transformer, it doesn't really matter which way it goes because it changes it, I think, to a 12 volt. And so you're just going to push it in like that. Let me show you again. Just push it in. Bam, done. And then all we've got to do is plug this in to our power strip cable that we have back there, just like the other one. So I'm going to show you over here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this in, and we're just going to stick it right in there like that. But we're not going to hook it to our gateway yet, okay? That's the last thing we're going to do. The last thing we're going to do is plug this into the gateway. So we're going to leave that there right now, okay? I think I'm going to slide it back a little bit. I know it's a tangled... I know this is a tangled mess back here, but let's just push that back. And then when we're ready, we will plug that in. But before you plug in your power supply, you've got to plug in all of your connectors. And I really only have 2. I've got my DSL, right? And I've got my Ethernet that goes to my computer. So I hardwire it to the computer. I don't use the Wi-Fi. So this, you notice, they're 2 different sizes. This is the DSL. I mean, this is old technology. It's looking a little ragged there. And this is the Ethernet for the computer. So we're going to plug those in first. So we'll set that down. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and get our connectors in there. So if you look at this, you'll see it kind of like squishy there on this one side. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in my first Ethernet port, just like that. Makes a little click sound. And then what we've got to do is get our DSL, and you'll notice that the DSL also has one of these little things on it, and it's smaller, right? And there's the DSL broadband, and all I've got to do is just kind of put it in there like that. All right, so now we've got our connections in. You never want to remove these when it's powered up. So let me just come back here so you guys can see. Okay, so anyway, this is our power. So now all we've got to do is get our power cord. Of course, this is a tangled spaghetti mess. So here's our power cord. And basically, it's just like a, circular thing there. It's right underneath your cable coaxial. There's your reset button cable, and then there's the power there. So then we just got to shove this baby in there. Bam, done. Pushed in. Now you don't want to take these out because you could screw up the router. You could screw up the router. So you don't want to take those two out when the power supply is on. You always want to take the power supply off first, and then you can pull your cables out. So unhook this, then you can pull these out. Do not pull these out first and then unhook that. That could be a problem. And now we just flip her around and we wait for all the pretty lights to come on. And that's it, really. Bam, done. All right, so you can see it shows power, but none of the other things are set up. Once we get it all green here, we're going to be good, but that's going to take a while. So let's we'll have to wait for that to happen. But it's going to be about 15 minutes. So I'm not going to suffer you guys through that. We'll just wait until it happens and then come back to it. All right, so we've got power, we've got Ethernet, we got broadband 1, and we got service, and it's solid. So we're looking good. Let's kind of cut it over here and we'll just check it out. We'll just go to our browser. First I got to put in my password because everybody's got to have a password, right? And bam, there we are. All right, so I already did that. Let's try later. I already fixed that. All right, so let's go here. Cha-ching. Let's go to YouTube, Google. All right, so we're working. So we did it. We got this tower connected and running. And that's how you get the tower working. So the next thing we got to do is hook up our TP link.